Yeah, Baring, let's play word games and use euphemisms to justify morally abhorrent behavior. How about I just take my gun and put you out of your fucking misery? I'm not murdering you, I'm just putting you out of your misery.
Hello, this is Dr. Fluffy, and today, in cleaning the litter box, we're going to do a video, a long time overdue, on the toxicity of the vegan community. Now, let me just start by saying that I have no problem with people being vegans. I have vegan friends. Everybody should choose the diet that they want. If you want to go paleo, go paleo. If you want to eat greasy food all the time, yeah, you're probably going to die early, but it's your problem. You want to be vegan? Your problem. Again, as a scientist, I can only tell you what's healthier for you, but I do have a problem with some sect of the vegan community that behaves like evangelical Christians and try to bully others to become like them. People that through aggressive ways and in an attempt of making people feel bad, and they spread a lot of misinformation and do brainwash a lot of kids into thinking things that aren't really real are real, and this has consequences that can cause health problems for people, especially young people, the most vulnerable people, the most impressionable people, and most disgusting of all has been having consequences in children that aren't even ready to properly develop. And no one represents better the dark side of the vegan community like Mr. Potato Head here. For those who don't know, Vegan Gains is this really brilliant YouTuber that attacks a lot of the fitness industry. And I have no problems with attacking the fitness industry because they have some nasty stuff there. But of course, he's more known for being batshit crazy and for deceiving his audience by sharing fallacious articles and misrepresenting the actually good ones that he gets. Like a really famous case, that article that he put, he said that, oh, see, it proved that cancer is caused by meat, and that's exactly the opposite of the conclusion of the article. But because he only tags a print screen of the title and a bit of the abstract, he can swing it any way he wants because he knows that his audience is as educated on the subject as he is. And of course, he's also uneducated. He also does not read the articles. He's not a scientist. He's not anybody that even cares to understand the science behind it. He only wants to be a cult leader. That's it. That's what he makes veganism to be, a cult. After this long introduction, let's take a look at some of Vegan Gain's best offers, shall we?
So, I'm going to get straight to the point. Fuck Mr. Repzion.
The guy's good. You know, this, like, you can't argue with
Vegan Gains!
And that becomes, you got a badass over here. I don't know how.
Who the fuck is saying that lions and crocodiles have to go vegan? This is why people need to be forced into veganism, because everyone just acts like a stupid, ignorant, apathetic, greedy child.
Yes, he is known for his tolerance and his brilliant argumentation tactics. He's also very proficient of doing PSAs while doing first aid.
I was planning on showing you guys footage of my grandfather actually having the heart attack. As soon as the paramedics got to the house, I took out my camera and started filming. But a bunch of people in my family, my mom, my grandmother, uncles, shit like that, they threw a big fucking fit about me showing that footage on YouTube. They're perfectly fucking fine with eating foods that cause fucking heart disease and make people actually die of fucking heart attacks.
How dare they? How dare they stop you from showing a 80-plus-year-old man that probably lived longer than you will ever live die? How dare they not use you to explore a narrative that has no basis on reality whatsoever. How
His other
dare they?
sons, you know, they were upset, but I feel pretty happy about the whole situation.
Of course you are. Of course you are. We all know that you're very proficient on wishing death upon people, right?
I usually don't have a huge issue with people I make videos about, but yeah, if I had the opportunity, I'd kill him. Slit his fucking throat with this knife. Really like to use this knife on him.
Say what?
Come on, the adventures of Vegan Gains cannot be as great as this continuously, right?
So, here's what you think's funny. And here's what I think is still fun.
Oh, those kicks. That would kill me. In the balls, can you imagine?
So as you can see, I'm not back in the UK. In fact, I'm still in Canada. I'm in Montreal, a short drive from where you live. So here's what's going to happen. I'm going to be at H2 Performance. I'm going to be there at 4 PM on Monday. They have kindly said they'll set aside a couple of waiver forms, some gloves, and a nice little sparring area. So come on down, I'll even pay for your gas. You wanted a reaction, you wanted to poke the bear, so you can come and get your action. You can come and point as many cameras at me as you like, nothing dodgy. A sporting atmosphere, all in the name of good fun.
Oh, so he made fun of his wife and a bunch of other people, including children. And then he got called out. Of course he went. I bet he went. Oh, wait, no. Wasn't he just like talking about killing people and things like that? And he gets like a ring and a referee and she comes out. Oh, fuck. That's sad. That's really sad.
Did any of you hear the horrible news? Furious Pete got cancer again!
Oh, of course, he also makes fun of people who get cancer. By the way, vegans actually get more cancer than omnivores, you know, or as we normally call them, normal people. You know, normal Homo sapiens, you know, normal primates. But hey, go ahead, make fun of the poor guy, you know. It's not like one day you have the risk of the same thing happening to you, right?
It's not murder, it's putting you out of your misery. It's not murder, it's extermination. It's not murder, it's blowing your fucking brains out.
Yes, because we all know that murder and hunting or killing to eat is the same thing, you know. It's like a lion also murders those rabbits to eat. And those rabbits really murder those carrots and those vegetables to eat. The gorilla also murders those insects to eat. You know, that animals, because insects, people sometimes forget, are animals. And they also murder all those small mammals they eat. It's all murder. All murder. Murder, 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 murder. A lot of heavy metal tunes right there. So in the end of the day, Vegan Gains is a barely literate YouTuber that is a sociopath, completely batshitting crazy, probably should be in jail or in a mental hospital. And I'm sure that vegans really don't support him. They are completely against him, that do not support his ideas, that condone his behavior, right? So I'm sure that he's not a representative of a good faction of the vegan community. Wait, what the fuck? No, this, what? No, this is...
It's time to stop! It's time to stop, okay? No more! Where the fuck are your parents? Who are your parents? I'm gonna call Child Protective Services. It's time to stop!
I perfectly agree, Watchman. It's time to stop. this is not helping the vegan community. This is not helping these kids because they're listening to borderline retards like Vegan Gains. They're being brainwashed and they're making themselves look bad. And they're making the community itself look bad because Vegan Gains is just spreading hatred, spreading misinformation, trying to bully other people, making money out of desperate vegan validation, because this is what it is. Vegans want validation. I had a friend of mine that she's a vegan. She's a really nice girl, but you cannot talk to her about the topic of veganism because she will lose her rationality. Now, I remember that she saw like a post on Facebook and immediately started blowing up. It was like, Trump says that vegans need to go or is going to make veganism illegal. Like something completely ridiculous that you can immediately see was false. But she started immediately ramping, oh, I already hated him. Now I hate him even more. And I just very calmly pointed to her in the description. In the first phrase of the description, it said, of course this is fake, but still. And then they made it an excuse to be doing that post. So it was completely fake. Trump never said anything about the vegans. But it was enough for her to blow up because all they want is validation, no matter how false the information is. Now this video was more to exactly reach this point, is that a lot of people like Vegan Gains exist and they're using the necessity to validation of vegans to brainwash them, to make them more militant, more dumb. Now, Vegan Gains craziness you can really easily justify by the lack of precious nutrients and probably sociopathy that he already had and just went worse when he became a vegan. But all these people supporting him, giving him positive feedback, like how can you give somebody like this positive feedback? I cannot understand this. This is crazy. This is cult mentality. No matter how crazy your cult leaders are, no matter how many bullshit they spout, how wrong they are, you'll keep following in. And they don't need to. They can be vegans all they want without listening to crazy bullshit. And actually, for example, taking care of your health. With actually learning from doctors and listening to doctors telling you how you can avoid the vegan diet ruining your health. But no, you decide to take a chance with Crazy Potato Head. On his confrontation with Baring, I think Baring did an amazing job at demolishing him. Not that it's difficult to demolish Potato Head, but I'll leave a link in the description if you want to check it out. I'll probably link out some other people that basically demolished Vegan Gains to the ground, but again, it keeps having an audience and I'm shocked by it. Again, a reminder, I'm not going after all vegans. This is a particular sect that you all know who it is. If you enjoyed this video, want to support my channel, don't forget to leave a like, comment, share everywhere you can my videos, please. In the end of the day, if you haven't, subscribe and stay fluffy.